Hey everybody, so this will be an update on the tow truck and the garage inspection or permit inspection. So I have the diamond plate cut out of here. There was another plate on top, that plate, and I had to cut it across. I couldn't get that one off without taking the fuel tank out. So I cut this one. I'm going to leave this one on for now, but I eventually want to make it so that I can access the hydraulics and get the plates off within a minute instead of like an hour of having to crawl under the truck and undo a bunch of bolts and stuff. I snapped a bunch of the bolts, getting them off. The big pain in the butt, which isn't fully done, is that. So I'm gonna skip that one maybe. We'll see if I can get it out before I'm done, after I'm done cutting. But the 1/16 plate slides into there, and then it was welded on the bottom in like 5 places, and it's also welded at the end here, on there, around here, and then this plate is welded on here and on here. So I'm saving this piece for the other side. I'm going to reuse it. I have the diamond plate and the plate for this panel. For this panel, I'm going to have to shove it up, because if you look, like that's me pushing as hard as I can. It doesn't come up, so something like maybe my air jack under there and shove it up, and then have that all welded like it was before to kind of reinforce it with the diamond plate. My diamond plate, I cut this bit out, so I'm gonna pretty much lip it into here, and then when I put this other lip on, it's gonna cover it and you won't really see it. It's about to start raining. That's the plate for the top. I'm gonna have to make a template of that. I'm gonna have to make a template of that one. I'm hoping to get those templates done in the next hour before I gotta pick my daughter up from school. Here's the plates. This one is 1/16. This one is 1/8. For the permit, I failed again. This time the different inspector, and he wants different things. So this one was not done before the last inspection, so they want a curved one. They want the conduit running all the way through and then meeting up with the curved clamp. And then this should be wrapped or covered. So that should be that. They want a piece of plywood all the way around here. So that one I can do, even though he did reef on it and there's nothing, it's not moving at all. So this one, he wants like a P3 staple for this, and then a single staple for that, and separate the two wires. This one I got a P4 or S4 staple. Sorry, not P, S staple, S4. So this one, they want the two wires split, so it's an S2 and an S2. This one, where it's 3 wires, they want it split with an S1 staple and an S2 staple, same as down there. There's nothing on the other side except like a parking spot for my neighbors. So apparently you're not allowed to have a vent there in case of a fire. They're saying that the fire will shoot out and could spread to my neighbor's place, but that's like at least 10 feet away. But they don't want that, so I can have the vent. I can either move it onto that wall or this bit up here, which if I move it up here, I may move the plug from there and then move the plug up to here, and then, you know, shorten the wire, and maybe I can reuse that bit of wire. And it's only going to go from the light kind of up to there. So that's a good, 15 feet of wire or something that could be reused for something. Now the kicker is the garage door. The garage door, if it's over 10 feet, they want 2 support boards. So like this is a 1, that's a 2, and the 10-foot mark is about here. So if I cut the header down and I move Like this one is going to stay there because that's my 60-inch on center, but I put another board here that's the full length that would get me past that, because I can't do it on the other side. I can't add another board for the way the door is unless I like remove a bunch of stuff. So I'm thinking, because I did it this way where I extended the header to the next 16-inch on center, so because I did that, that's made it too long. So I'm gonna have to cut the header, put the other board all the way through, and then that should pass. Then after that, I'm good for the final inspection. Not final inspection, but they'll come in, they'll inspect it again, and then I'm allowed to cover everything up. And then they come in for another inspection and test all the electrical, which I don't get why you wouldn't just do it now, but whatever. So other than that, that's pretty much all that failed and what's happening. All right, thanks for watching.